All right. Welcome to Karkom Cards and Comics. We are not dead. Just almost.
Almost.
No, we just had a bit of a health issue with Josh coming down with COVID.
Yep.
Took a bit of a break, but everything is good and golden, and we are back.
We're back.
Lansing, Michigan, you're on the air.
I am not a twin, and I'm not a clone. I'm the real deal. I didn't actually die.
Yeah, as far as we know. I mean, they probably kept it from him, too. Yeah, who knows? But we are back with another duel. I bring a character, he knows not who it is. He brings a character, I know not who it is. And we got to fight it out. Today's fight is a defender of a realm. That's our category that we're having to deal with today. And honestly, as soon as this was on the books, I knew who I was going to pick today. And I was very happy to know that your pick was not the same. Because we check in with Stephanie to make sure that we're not choosing the exact same one before we film, of course. So I didn't look up who could have been a Defender of the Realm choice, so I really don't have nothing for predictions.
I mean, I have some predictions, some guesses. This was kind of a difficult one for me because, like, the Defender of a Realm is like a vague statement. So depending on how it applied, it can almost be applied to any given hero. Like the Avengers, are they the Defenders of New York?
Yeah.
The West Coast Avengers, the Great Lakes Avengers, are they all, those Guardians, things
Daredevil
like that?
stays in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, so, like, would that apply? So, I don't know. I just kind of took it as more of a title almost than anything else. Are you a king? Then you're a defender of your realm. We did a royalty one, but, I mean, it's going to be bigger than that, and you'll see with some of the guesses I have.
Okay, because, like, when I was initially thinking about it, it was kind of like a Prince Adam, where he's like the defender of Eternia.
Yeah.
That's his like whole thing.
Yeah.
So all right, hit me with your guesses, because I feel like you're gonna guess who I'm picking.
Okay, well, like some of the more obvious ones, like I originally wanted to do Captain Planet because the Earth is his,
Sure.
We could have did the Green Lantern Corps because they all have their own sections. Although I've already done a Green Lantern member in the past, but I had He-Man, Wong, and Strange because they're the defenders of this multiverse, this Earth or whatever universe. Man-Thing, he's the defender of the swamp, in my opinion, since that's what Swamp Thing is. But I think who I thought you might have went with was Doctor Doom.
Okay.
Because of Latveria. But that was my guess. Those are all the guesses I had written down.
Really? Okay, so you did not guess who I brought down.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So I didn't expect that. I thought you'd be like, ha, guessed him again. So at least I don't have to have that over my head again for a whole another 12 seasons.
I take my wins when I can get them.
Yeah. And those are the only wins you get. I kind of want you to reveal first then, since you didn't guess who I got, and I got no guesses.
Okay.
As far as, like, the only one being Prince Adam, I guess, is the only character that I didn't choose that really I felt fit into that category.
Okay, well, I went with someone I'm just going to go ahead and reveal. Because he is the Lord of the Savage Lands.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was just like looking and seeing who I can pick, and this guy doesn't appear on like anyone's list of like defenders of a realm. Like if you try to look for him, and it's kind of, you can't just look up Defender of the Realm.
Yeah.
Nothing pops up.
Nothing pops up. I did notice that. But when I was doing my research, do you want to go through your powers first, or
No.
Go ahead. All right. I don't want to steal any of your thunder or anything.
No, it's too late for that.
So, yeah, but when I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, like searching just Defenders of a Realm online, there's like Defenders of the Earth is like a TV show, so
Yeah.
like you'd get stuff like that, but
And then you get like comics that are titled like similar things.
yeah,
You know, Earth's Protector, things like, you know, and it's just it's
yeah,
rough.
yeah. So it's kind of hard to narrow down these characters. I even went to Reddit and was like, "Hey, what kind of characters actually defend realms?" And only one person even replied, and it was not a nice comment. So, so I didn't get any outside help or anything. So I just stuck with my guns and who I wanted to pick, and who I brought today is the Defender of Earth Realm.
Oh, Liu Kang?
No,
Oh, Raiden.
Raiden. He's pretty strong, powerful elder god.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I like that just that's where my mind went when we first started talking about like realms. It's just like the Earth realm and how in the Mortal Kombat lore, like he's protecting like all of our realm from Shao Kahn being able to come here and take over and
To merge the two realms,
yeah,
basically.
mess stuff up.
That's a yeah, Raiden.
But he can be killed.
Well, yeah,
Multiple Raidens have been killed. Mortal Kombat has a huge multiverse, and
lots of timey wimey stuff.
yeah,
Back in time, forward in time, retcons, and Mortal Kombat's just like any other Marvel DC universe, you know.
convoluted
Yeah,
universe.
it's just like, oh, we gotta fix something. All right, let's go back in time.
Yeah. Which one of Raiden's powers is like he can't be altered by time? He's like, I forgot how they word it, but it's like chrono.
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Well, then now Mortal Kombat has one of the fighters is named Chrono something. It's one of the gods, and it's like one of the bosses. And it's like, Jesus, they have everything now.
Yeah. All right, so let's hear about Kazar's powers here. What's he got?
So let's see.
He's immune to electricity. Sorry.
He's created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. So that's always cool when you get someone created by those two. So as far as like powers go, it depends on when we're talking about. Because at one point he's just like he's like Captain America. He's like the peak of human abilities.
Okay.
All right, but then he does get murdered by an alien race. They're called the Kotati.
All right.
But they killed him with the ebony blade.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, and then the Savage Lands brought him back to protect the Savage Lands. So that's when he becomes Kazar, Lord of the Savage Lands. So then all his powers, all his like regular powers before, are all heightened. Except for he became they brought him back to life, he was imbued with the blood of Man-Thing. So now it lets Man-Thing mimic aspects of different animals in the Savage Lands, either to physically augment himself enough to where he can, say, throw a 9-ton T-Rex over 50 miles away.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, or he can discharge like an animal-themed dynamic force, something akin to a nuclear detonation.
Wow.
So,
okay.
yeah, when they brought him back, he got like all kinds of powers. And even for like a short while, he was a Herald of Galactus.
Really?
Yeah, so he was bestowed with the power Cosmic. He has the Time Dagger. So it's like a Wakandan blade that has celestial technology that lets him travel, like, it enables temporal travel so he can travel through time if he needs. So like at one point he teamed up with the Avengers 1 million BC, actually looking for Doctor Doom, because Doom was doing the same, like traveling through time, trying to mess stuff up. He fought with the young Thanos doing this. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, he's pretty powerful now, but let's see how Raiden stacks up.
All right.
Because I mean, he is a god.
He is the Thunder God. He's an Elder God, is what they are all called in Mortal Kombat lore. but he has advanced intelligence, martial arts mastery, electrokinesis, and electromancy, so he can just create electricity and harness it. He does have limited healing powers. He can levitate. He's proficient with a staff. He does have temporary flight, teleportation, and dimension warp. He is immortal overall, but his human body can be destroyed, but not his essence. He's immune to cryokinesis, able to retain knowledges and memories from lives in other timelines. So they're like a hive mind, kind of like Null, but like just across other dimensions. Let's see. Master of Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, and Taekwondo. That's really about it.
Yeah, so for those who aren't like they're not versed in the comics or in the animated series or the video games, they only know from like the movies. You got bitch Raiden in the movies.
Yeah, just to sit around and tell everybody to do stuff and not actually do anything.
In the first one, he just kind of like would make his finger light up and that would scare everyone away. But in the second one, he became mortal, so he lost his powers, became able to die. And then at the end of the movie, you saw Lord Raiden turn into like when the Power Rangers were to teleport to the headquarters, that little like blur thing, he turned into one of those. I guess that's the essence.
That is the essence. So how are you going to fight the essence?
Well, the essence can't fight back.
Oh,
so I'm not worried about the essence.
All right.
So I mean, I guess this fight would mainly come down to whether or not Kazar can even take a lightning blast. And I feel like as long as whatever animals are in the jungle, as long as he can like take on their properties, so I'm going to assume there's some type of electric something in the Savage Lands because they got freaking everything.
Right, like, or even like an armored, like one of those like armadillo, ankylosaurus or whatever.
Yeah, some armored that's gonna just reflect the electricity. So, as long as I can see it coming and I can defend myself, I think it'll come down to whether or not Kazar can get in physically with Raiden, because Raiden's not he's not a very physical fighter. He can defend himself, but there's not much power behind it. He depends a lot on his electric abilities, is what I feel. And
the thing that I'm seeing is like just the teleporting around Kazar. Like I think he's gonna tire out.
Well, they can both teleport as long as I have my dagger.
Okay, yeah.
It gives me the ability of teleportation as well. So, like, do we both just dance around and in teleportation for a while?
Maybe,
I feel like it comes down to who's going to land the first physical blow. And in my mind, in my defense, I feel like Kazar is just quicker physically than Raiden. Raiden, like I said, he relies on his powers a lot. So when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, he won't be as familiar with it. It's not the word I was looking for, but I just feel like when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, Kazar has the upper hand, and he has the abilities to fend off the electric part of Raiden.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like I disagree, just because.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, but because I feel like if you're punching me, I mean he's got where he just picks you up and electrifies you. So I mean, I can be in close quarters and still electrify myself or my hands.
If you picked me up off the ground, maybe, but if I'm on the ground, I mean, I could just take on aspects of the trees and be grounded, I can have, like, wood properties if I need to. I did not know Kazar was as powerful. I just thought he was a dude with a knife and a saber tooth.
Yeah, like
That's literally all I thought he was. And then I was like reading more, and I was like, oh wait, that was early on. Then they killed him, and then they brought him back, and now he's relevant as far as powers go. Because you figure he fights people on a daily with like Sauron, who has like what, mind control powers, T-Rexes. I mean, I'm chucking T-Rexes like nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever played the NES game Caveman Games?
I don't think so.
It was great. There was one, it was like a hammer toss, but it was called the wife toss. You grabbed your wife by the hairs, twirled around, and then...
No, you did not.
Absolutely you did. Anyone knows about Caveman Games, let us know in the comments. That game was lit.
Yeah, I do not remember that at all.
But yeah, so when he comes back, he holds the ebony blade for a little while, but gives it up because, you know, the ebony blade warps your mental state quite a bit.
Okay.
So he did give that up. So I never even the ebony blade does a lot. So, but I don't consider that as part of his arsenal since he gives it up pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, staff versus dagger. Staff's got to win, right?
A wooden staff?
Is it wood?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's like a bow staff. It's like Donatello.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if it was wood or not.
You know, that'd probably be a good team up. Raiden and Donatello. Donatello invents everything.
And he
powers it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is
agree to disagree fight.
I kind of think so. Like where I think it's gonna be. I really feel like he could blow his noggin. Well, the way that the fatalities always do, but
yeah.
But
what if he accidentally does like a friendship instead of a fatality?
Oh yeah, a babality just.
Or yeah, you can turn little baby Kazar.
Yeah, I like that idea. But that's still a win for me. You know?
Yeah,
so that's why I like it.
I mean, but let's not forget, you know, I do have the power cosmic. As well.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know he was ever a...
I didn't either. And that's saying something.
Yeah. I mean, Galactus is your guy.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what he was called as a herald.
But at this point, who wasn't a herald of Galactus, you know?
It's getting that way.
I mean, even Aunt May, Golden Oldie, who graced her presence in one of our fights.
Yeah.
Who did she win? I don't remember.
I think she did.
It's hard to lose when you're a herald of Galactus.
I think that was versus Swamp Thing, I think, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Sounds right.
Oh, maybe that was a stalemate, too.
Could be.
Because it came down to basically Silver Surfer versus Swamp Thing.
Immortal versus Immortal and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The old trope. I looked in this... I have a thing that said this isn't a camera, and I still...
Oh, you did it again.
I still looked into it.
Guilty again. What can we do with this guy?
That's how you know I wasn't cloned and I didn't die. Like, this is actually me. Same mistakes.
Yeah. Okay, that checks out.
So I guess, you know, I think we're at the point where you let us know who won this fight. I say I won. He says he won. We both have valid arguments.
Well, you know what Jack Burton says in a time like this?
Yeah, Kazar wins.
Oh, darn.
Is that not what he says?
Who's Jack Burton?
I have no clue.
Oh, from Big Trouble in Little China.
I've never watched it.
What? I know what we got to watch tonight then. How? How have you never seen it?
I've watched bits and pieces here and there. I've never watched.
You had the comic.
I did from Loot Crate. Never read it.
Okay, all right. Well, that's neither here nor there. Wow, that's sad. Okay, so, I mean, those Raiden lovers out there know why I brought it up, or if you like Big Trouble in Little China, you know why I referenced it. But
Big Trouble Little Lansing now, because I never watched it.
Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna step on your foot.
Ow. I'm not wearing shoes.
Yeah, me either. All right, so we got more time, but not for any of this. Yeah, we're just gonna have to call it here, I think. But yeah, like you said, leave it in the comments if you think Kazar wins. Let us know why Kazar has the edge. If you think Mr. Lightning and Greatness himself, no, if you think Raiden could win this against Kazar, let us know why or how in the comments below. The next time we get together, the next fight is actually Steve's choice, which he said it would be really cool if we chose each other's fighter. So, like we did today, we're gonna do the research and present the character. Like we're still gonna do like we would normally, but he would, for instance, have to argue why Raiden would have won, and I would have had to fight.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna pick a character for him to fight with. He's gonna pick mine, and then once we start the video, when we normally do our reveals, we're gonna hand over our research to the other person. So maybe I don't do no research and give you nothing to go off of. Maybe I pick a Smurf for your fighter.
Right? Yeah, like it's literally just up to our imagination. But you know, I'm gonna make it interesting.
I plan on it as well.
Yeah, like I want to at least have a good episode for the fans.
Especially since it's the season finale.
Yes, the final episode.
And we won't make you wait a month for it like we did this one.
Yeah. Yes. We are on a recording schedule again for one more video.
Then we're going to take a break before and plan out season 3.
Hopefully we're going to be getting new equipment, new software at least, and then upgrade a bit here.
Yeah, so you might see the occasional maybe store haul video here and there while we're getting everything upgraded and planned out. You know, we don't want to leave you guys high and dry, but, you know, the duels are going to be done for, I don't know what.
I don't want to put a time stamp on it.
We don't know.
Just, we don't want to be rushing to catch a deadline. You know, we're just going to get the upgrades that we want to do. And then when the seasons start planning out, well, I'm sure we'll actually, I want to do like a channel commercial. So it will show like the duels of the past, have like a few clips. When that comes out, then you'll know. Then I'll have a date for when season 3 will actually start.
And we'll try to, like I said, we'll try to throw some other videos in here and there. Like I said, store hauls. We're always buying stuff, so
absolutely.
We're going to cons. We're buying stuff.
This is new. He's the werewolf from the Ghostbuster cartoon.
Yep.
Got it at Grave Danger. Shout out to Brian at gravexdanger.com.
Here's a comic book.
This one is signed by Todd McFarlane. It's the only one that I submitted for the Todd McFarlane signing event that came back at 9/8. So, yeah. I'm proud of it.
So we'll get
it's worth like a whole $15.
We got a ton of comics that we've got over the years that, you know, we'd love to show you. So we'll get some of that. Maybe I'll do that Funko Pop reveal that I've been talking about for like
that needs
2
to
seasons. I'm only adding to it, so
yes. Even his brother was very surprised to see the stack, the pyramid. What is the name of this pyramid?
Well, it was a pyramid. Now I'm turning it into more of a wall, so as of now it's just a pyro wall. Help me think of a name for it. We'll show it to you. We'll get down to that when we get down to that.
All right. Well, thank you though for stopping by, watching a duel with Big Josh and myself.
What it do? I don't think I said it this video, so I had to make sure I get it in there.
All right, and if you like it, like it. If you subscribe it.
Fist me? Da.
Consider yourself awesome. All right, so with that, we're out of here. See you again. Sometime.